What's up? This is Daonte from Love After Lockup, and you're watching the Dominic Nash Show. I gotta keep an eye on you. You like to hang around my Rachel. I gotta watch you, man.
I know.
No, you know I'm protective over Rachel. So.
I know. I'm very. I'm in love with Rachel, and I know I'm not good enough for her, but I want your blessing. I want your blessing.
As long as you treat her right, treat my Rachel right.
How is your relationship going with Lindsey?
As of right now, things are going exceptionally well. No complaints. No complaints.
How did this happen? How did you meet? How did you guys start talking? How did you guys start dating?
She actually reached out to me. It was about she had been looking for me for 2 weeks. Like basically, from what she told me is because I was not on TV yet when she found me. They had started showing commercials for my season. So I hadn't changed my Instagram name to Love After Lockup just yet. It was just what I had it as. And, you know, I was a fan of the show, so I knew who she was. I had a crush on her when her season was on. She was my favorite one. So I knew who she was. I was already following her. So about a week before the season aired, I changed my name to Love After Lockup. Then I started getting followers and DMs, and one of my DMs was simply Lindsey. So obviously, people laugh when I call her a star or a celebrity, but listen, man, to me, this is somebody on the TV show that I watch, that I'm attracted to. So in my eyes, this is a star, a somewhat celebrity reaching out to me. So I'm, enamored by that. And, I spoke to her. It actually was somebody else, a friend of hers that reached out to me saying, she has been looking for you for about 2 weeks or so. She finds you very attractive and, wants to talk to you. Now, obviously me, after dealing with 2 inmates, the first thing that popped up in my mind was, I don't know about all this. But it was Lindsey. I was just intrigued because it was Lindsey. So I said, I'm at least going to talk to her. And, I said, yeah, give her my number or whatever. So gave her my number and Lindsey called. And, first thing I asked was, what you trying to do, man? I was like, what you trying to do? And she basically, just told me she thought I was real sexy or whatever. And I said, it's funny that you said that because I actually had a crush on you. And then we laughed about that and we just vibed like from the first conversation. And I was like, so you really like me, huh? And she was like, I do. And I just was like, I don't know how much I believe that right now, but we'll see. And I said, I'm gonna let you know right now, because I'm taking a chance. Again, man, I'm an Aries. Like I seek adventure, I guess. And so I guess it's the thrill of taking the chance again, because I'm like, man, do I really want to do this again? And it was just her. So I was just like, I give this a chance, but I'm not giving you no money. Like I let that be known straight off the bat. She was fine with that. And I also laid down some rules as far as what's going to happen while she's in. Like, I'm a faithful guy. I'm a loyal guy. Every relationship I've been in, I've always been upfront about everything. And just loyal to the core to my girl. That's just how I was raised. So I stick with what I start. But in this moment where I'm at right now, I said, I will stick with you. I will do this with you, but I'm not willing to deprive myself again for a third time and face the possibility of this not being what I think it's going to be. And I deprive myself again. So I said, I'm going to do what I want to do this time around. And if you want to stick with me, you can be with it or not. And she was understanding.
How long ago was this? Was this like June? Was this like middle of last year?
It aired, June 18th this season?
So that's when Lindsey first reached out to you?
It was a week before.
Okay, so you guys have been talking for 6 or 7 months?
Yeah.
How long have you been dating?
Pretty much it's that long. Pretty much we
So that,
decided we was gonna be together, and yeah.
have you ever given Lindsey any money at all?
Nope.
Now, when she gets out, what do you guys plan on doing? Are you moving in together?
As of right now, we are moving in together. I ain't gonna give away too much detail, but yeah, we are moving in together.
Okay, so when she gets out, you guys will be living together in Virginia.
Most likely. I just put it that way, most likely.
Okay, gotcha. And have you spoken to Lindsey's daughter, or are you planning on being a part of Miley Grace's life?
I haven't spoken to Miley Grace yet. She knows about me. Yeah, I do plan on being a part of her life. Also, I speak to Lindsey's mom a lot. Me and her keep in contact, give each other updates about Lindsey. So,
are you concerned that Lindsey will continue to use drugs or continue her destructive behavior after she gets out?
Absolutely.
You're concerned?
Absolutely. Yeah, we talk about that all the time. I say, I really just don't want you to fall back into the same stuff you fall back into. That's why I'm kind of glad the arrangements is the way it is, because maybe, things have changed. Never say never, but I'm just really optimistic, and I always give people the benefit of the doubt.
Do you think that you'll have any sexual problems with Lindsey? Do you think that Lindsey is going to meet your sexual appetite?
Hell no, I ain't gonna have no sexual problems with her. She talk about that more than me.
You're going to be on Life After Lockup next season. Is that correct?
We'll see. I mean, there's a big buzz created, so I would imagine, most likely.
What does your family think about you dating Lindsey, though? I mean, you're doing this again. What does your family think of that?
My mom ain't too thrilled. I got some very bad text messages.
If this doesn't work out with Lindsey, is this the last time you're going to date an inmate, or would you do it again?
If it doesn't work out with Lindsey, listen, I had never planned on dating another inmate in the first place. Nicole was supposed to be the last, because I put myself through a lot with that. And like I said, I almost wasn't even sitting here. On some real shit, I just almost wasn't sitting here. So it was never my plan to talk to another inmate. This one came to me, and, because of who she was, and yeah, I took a chance on it. And it just is what it is. But if it don't work out, I probably won't date another inmate. Honestly, I probably won't date again for a while. If this don't work, then I just feel like, maybe love ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just meant for me to be, just by myself.
Daonte, when you told me about Lindsey, you said basically what you liked about her was that she's famous to you. She's a celebrity. You know what I mean? But is your selection process, do you need some work on that? I mean, are you selecting women based on the right criteria? Or, I mean, do you feel like you're going down the same road again?
So in the beginning, when Lindsey reached out to me, I went into it as a starstruck fan. But getting to know her and talking to her or whatever, because I asked her about all, I said, look, man, you kind of crazy, man. Like, I asked her about all that stuff. I know about her. I know the stuff she's been through, and I just know her now, and I fell for her, and we are in a good place. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I just go in optimistic all the time.
Is Lindsey being faithful to you in prison?
We kind of got a little bit of an arrangement. I don't want to get too much away with it. Like, what I'm saying? She said it on the special that she has a girlfriend in there, which I'm aware of. And that's the thing about me, man. I'm very open when you're honest with me. You know what I'm saying? So I knew she had a thing for women. And in the beginning, when she first started talking to me, it was just her. But we kind of made this arrangement, man, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of went overboard with it, because, I mean, if you're gonna let me do it, I mean, exploring, you know. So I kind of went overboard, and so she kind of said, "Listen, if I'm gonna have somebody to occupy me too for the time being." So I say, "Well, you know, I can't get mad at you if you're gonna allow me to do me. So as long as we open and honest about it, it's cool."
So she's allowed to date someone right now. Are you allowed to have women on the side?
Yeah,
Yes. You're in an open relationship.
if you want to call it that.
When was the last time that you had sex with someone?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, last weekend, yeah,
Last weekend.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now, was that with anyone that we know?
No,
Okay. So
she
last,
knows. Lindsey knows, but
Lindsay, no. So you were out, maybe you're out. Did you just hook up with someone, or is this someone that you, a frequent vagina?
you trying to get me in trouble, man.
Well, if it's open,
You know she be
yeah.
on Instagram sometimes. I can't.
Now, does that end when she gets out?
Most likely, yeah.
I was like, okay.
She gets sometimes she can come off a little possessive. It's cool though. I get it. I ain't tripping. It can be a little scary sometimes, but it's cool.
Now, last question. Would you ever be interested in dating Rachel?
If the stars ever align in the right place and everything came full circle, and you know, one thing led to another, you know, absolutely I would date Rachel. I like you. She tell me
Okay.
about you a lot. So I mean, you cool with me. A friend of Rachel is a friend of mine.
So I can date Rachel. I have your blessing to continue pursuing her.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Hey, as long as she with
You're
it,
a
I'm
good
with it.
judge of character.